Hi, I'm Jennet Ingle, the 5 Minute Reedmaker. If you are watching this on YouTube, would you go ahead and click subscribe for me and notify even? And this way you always know when I drop a new episode, and it makes it easier for other people to find this channel and to become better reedmakers and happier musicians. So thank you so much. Today I want to talk about petting the kitty. This is a metaphor that I use to describe the knife skill needed to finesse the sides and corners of the tip of the reed. I would do this anytime I pick up a reed. It's almost literally never the wrong answer to slightly thin the very, very sides and corners of the tip because it will improve your response. It will improve the tone quality. It will improve resistance. That is to say, I know that resistance mostly lives in the heart, but everything gets better when you finesse the sides and corners of the tip. It is literally never the wrong answer, unless in doing so you actually rip the side or the corner completely off. And even then, it's not the idea that was bad, it's just your knife skill that was bad in this case. I use this metaphor of petting the kitty, even though that sounds ridiculous. And I will describe it in just one moment, and then I'll show it to you on an actual reed. But the reason I'm talking about this now, is that I consistently mention this in passing in my videos, and people get in the comments going, wait, petting the kid, petting the what? Doing the what? So I'll describe it now. The metaphor is this, that if you have a kitty at home and you know what petting a kitty is like, right? You start sort of at the shoulder blades of the kitty, scritch, 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 and then you pet with gentle, gentle pats toward the tail. And as you progress toward the tail, you find, if your cat is anything like mine, that you're collecting kind of a wad of fur. Like the fur always comes off when you're petting a cat. So you're petting, 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 and then you get to the tail part and you just kind of go whoosh and pull all of the rest of that fur right off. And I will show that to you on the reed in just one moment. But here's the other part of the metaphor that I literally just thought about a few days ago as I was out for my run. Because, we just came home from a vacation and the cats stayed home and they were being well cared for. They were completely fine, but they were starved for attention when they got home. And so they were, all over us wanting pets and pets and pets. And the thing that I realized is that the cat is not a passive participant in this activity. The cat is always, again, you'll know this if you have a cat at home, the cat is always pushing back against you or rearranging themselves so that you get the exact part of them that they want you to get. They're going to shove their hand right up into your scritchy hand. They're going to push against you so that you're always patting the part of the cat that they want petted. Here's what I mean on the reed. Okay, the area of the reed that I'm talking about has nothing to do with this middle of the tip. I'm only engaged with sort of this area, the gutter of the rooftop, which I liken to the shoulder blades of the kitty. These maybe rightmost 2 or 3 grains, just the smallest amount, and then a little bit of broadening right up here at the corner of the tip, and of course the same here on the left side. I only want to take that because it's really important to me that the structure within the center of the tip remains sacred, remains thicker than the sides. And so really what I'm doing when I do this scrape is I'm improving the slope within the tip, leaving thickness in the center, focusing right here at the edge, and then going all the way uphill. I say uphill, but I mean northerly, but downhill, because slope always progresses from the center out and from the heart area up. Here's what it looks like in practice. I'm just going to take my knife, and I've angled it out pretty far, right? I'm sort of weighting it toward my right hand, and if I go to the left, I'm going to be weighting it towards the tip of the knife. I go in with just a little bit of scoop, and I'm more pulling cane off than pushing cane off. I'm not chiseling or pressing. I'm thinking about having the knife slightly behind vertical as I go in, and I'm really focused at that very edge. And then here's the kitty part. The kitty part is my left hand, my reed holding hand, my pointer finger here, which is supporting the reed. It is not just supporting, it is actively pressing the reed back against the knife, and I'm using the strength of my index finger and of my thumb to direct the reed at the knife in exactly the place I want and the amount of pressure I want. My right hand, my knife holding hand, is kind of just rotating. Here I am on the left, and watch what my finger, my behind finger, is doing. There's really almost no tension in my left hand, in my right hand, my knife holding hand. But my left hand is very actively engaged. That's the kitty. It is making sure that I am only scritching the part of the kitty that wants to get scritched. In this case, the leftmost 2 or 3 grains. All the way up to the corner. And then when I get to the corner and I've collected cane, you can see that it's collecting on my knife here. When I get to the corner, now I will lay my knife down a little bit, move more to horizontal, and press it through. That's equivalent to swooshing the fur off of the end of the tail of the kitty. And that's my technique. It is always going to improve something when you do it. It will also very often lower the crow a little tiny bit so that you can clip. Or so that you can't, right? Maybe your crow was already a C sharp and you wanted to bring it down. Petting the kitty is good for that, too. It is nearly always the first thing I do when I pick up a reed, whether that's a day 1 reed that I'm moving to day 2, a day 2 reed that I'm moving to day 3, or a reed that I'm sitting on in rehearsal, just wishing it was a little bit better. Before I worry about exactly how I want it better, I'm going to pet the kitty. Because maybe that's all it needs. I hope that this was helpful. This has been a 5-minute Reedmaker lesson. You can follow these short videos right here on YouTube. You can subscribe if you wish. I hope you will. And if you have questions for me that I could answer in a future 5-minute Reedmaker episode, or if you would like to order reeds or cane or a copy of my book, The Happiest Musician, you can find me at jennetingle.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.